kind of lessons she has told me during a lifetime. She was a great inspiration to me. I'm reminded particularly of an incident in my school days when my mother was sick for nearly 3 days. She was bedridden. That would rarely happen in those days. Unfortunately, my father was away. He was on a transfer to a different place. He had gone there to report for duty. And my siblings, myself and my grandmother and my mother were at home. So as a result, to take care of her, I had to skip school for nearly 3, 4 days. During that period, I was a very shy and very shy student, or I wouldn't talk to many of my friends in the school. So as a result, I forgot or I didn't have the courage to ask for the notes that the teacher was giving during those 3, 4 days when I couldn't attend the school. What happened during my term exam next time, I couldn't score well as I used to do earlier. When I showed my marks card to my mother with a sad face, she told me, "Don't worry, son. Nothing to worry. You didn't have the courage to go and ask your class fellows the notes during that time. Maybe that is the reason why you have not been able to score well. Remember one thing, which is for your lifetime, that whenever you have any issue, any problem, don't feel shy to go and ask people. Take their help. That is what we are all here for, to help each other. Do that and you will succeed in life. That lesson in life, I keep even now remembering and applying to my various activities in lifetime. So I thank my mother for teaching me that lesson. And that is how I learned to be courageous, to be inquisitive, to keep inquiring about many things in life. I would suggest just go and ask your questions, nothing to feel shy about. With this, let me introduce the grammarian today, Toastmaster John.
Good evening, everybody. I have not got a word for tonight because I've been too busy today and I completely forgot about it. So I'm not going to say anything. Excellent. So there is no word for today. So I should be looking out for the way you're speaking, the way you're pronouncing, the way the sentences are you're talking, and that's what I'll be doing tonight. So back to you.
Thank you. May I now request the first speaker, DTM Somesh, to come with his speech. The speech title is Collaborate and Win. Pathways is DL Level 3, 1 Negotiations. Is the title of, the title is Collaborate and Win. The pathway is negotiation. It's 5 to 7 minutes. DTM Somesh, the floor is yours.
Would you like to ask the evaluator to give the purpose?
Yes, please. The evaluator is Kathy. Sorry, Kathy, please explain the purpose of DTM Somesh's speech this evening.
The purpose of Somesh's speech today is to learn about, his project is to learn about different types of negotiations and strategies when using negotiation. The purpose of his speech is to share some aspect of a past or future negotiation in his life. We look forward to hearing about this today. Thank you.
Over to DTM Somesh.
Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I just have a question for you. How many of you think collaboration is the key to victory? Collaboration is the key to victory. Okay, we have many thinking that. And collaboration is indeed the key to victory. Let me share the screen and show this part. Are you seeing the screen? I wanted to talk about this Thomas Kilmann conflict resolution styles. So if you look at the x-axis here, it's concern for others' agenda. The left side is low and right side is high. And if you look at the y-axis, concern for our own agenda. So lower is low and the top is high. These are all the different styles that we have. Everyone has got their own style when they are dealing with any type of negotiation and even conflict. For example, if I have concern for others' agenda, more concern for others' agenda and less concern for my own agenda, I am accommodating. And the best part is to be in the collaborate mode, where I have high concern for my own agenda and I have high concern for others' agenda as well. I'll come back to this. Now let me share a story about what happened a couple of years back in my organization when I was leading a team. I came into this team as a leader, and the team was already, there were members already in the team. There was one particular member who was doing a leadership role within the team. In software development terminology, there is a terminology called Scrum. And in Scrum, there are product owners and Scrum masters. So both of them are leadership roles. So this person was doing the product owner role. Product owner would mean that they are in charge of how the product has to be delivered to the customer. So it's a leadership role. And I came in as a manager for this team a couple of years back. What was the dynamics within the team was quite a strange dynamic. This product owner person, unfortunately, had a way of talking which was really demanding, which was like, I am commanding you to do things. I can give you an example of how this person was talking. If he wanted to get something done, he would just come and say, hey, can you do this? So the other person who is on the other side, the team members who are working with this person, they felt quite intimidated because of his tone, basically, and the way he was behaving with people. It was intimidating for all the others who were in the team. And I came into this team and I saw this dynamic. And another person was there in the team who had joined the company recently. Just a month back, he had joined. And unfortunately, he had to deal with this person who was, in a state of whose tone was really bad and who was just demanding people. The era of demanding things to get things done is over. Now we are in the era of influencing. That is the era where we have to work together with the people. It's not that I am the leader and I will force you to do things. That is a military regime that was there. And military regime is still, there are some advantages of military regime still, but it's not valid for the contemporary society. It's valid for the military organization, probably at certain places. So this was happening. And I had to use my negotiation skills there in terms of making that person understand that the way you are behaving with others is coming out to be quite rude. So I had a one-to-one session with that person, and I had a one-to-one session with the other person as well. So I will come back to this particular, let me just share the screen again, just so that we come back to understanding about what the model is, right? So are you seeing the screen? Here, what was happening was there were a lot of members who were in the accommodating mode, right? So because they were in the accommodating mode, your agenda is more important than my agenda. So they were all dealing with this person in a nice way. They were not. But there was another person who was in a competing mode. Here you see, so this is a competing mode where only I win and everyone else loses, right? So this person was operating from the competing mode, the product owner, and all the others in the team were in the accommodating mode, right? And there were some who were actually in the avoiding mode as well. What does avoiding mode mean? That I don't have any, whatever happens, I'm not bothered about it. It's like being in a place, but not really having any attachment to the things that we are doing. Attachment is necessary to get the things done. So people were in avoiding and accommodating mode, and this person was in the competing mode. So then there reached a place where it reached to such a bad situation that myself and those two people were there in a room, and this person just banged the table. This product owner guy, he just banged the table, and he actually said he cursed as well, unfortunately. So it reached, the conclusion was that he was not a person who was in a position to work in a team. He was working as an individual person. He was not working in a team. So the conclusion was that I had to go to the senior management, and then I had to inform them that this person, unfortunately, is not a team player. He has to go back to work as an individual contributor. And that's what happened in the end. So the conclusion is that we all have our own styles, and we have to understand which style ours is and try and always go in the collaboration mode where we both win. It's not that I win and you lose, but we both always win. And to conclude, I would just like to say this quote, which John F. Kennedy says: "Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate." So negotiation is extremely important. Thank you very much.
Thank you, DTM Somesh. Excellent. It was somewhat we keep relating to in our day-to-day life in office. Quite a very good example you have cited. Thank you very much. Now, may I request the evaluator of the second speaker, that is Dr. Elizabeth Owen, to specify the purpose of the second speaker, Mr. Madhu.
Good afternoon or good morning, Toastmasters. Our second presenter is Madhu. Madhu is doing Presentation Mastery Pathway. His title is Expect the Unexpected. That is Level 1, Project 2, which is evaluation and feedback. Madhu is giving a presentation to focus on what he was expected to improve on. And he has asked me mainly to focus on vocal variety. Expect the unexpected. Madhu, welcome.
Thank you, Toastmaster Elizabeth. Over to Toastmaster Madhu now for his speech.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Am I
please.
audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Because of you, one of the student lost his eye. You are dismissed. From tomorrow onwards, don't come to school. Our headmaster scolded me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, as per your timings. Good day to all the Toastmasters. It was 2003. I was in 10th standard. It was the normal day. As usual, I went to the school at 9 o'clock. I listened the first 3 periods. At 1:30, school bell rang, ton, 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 ton. We all ran out of the classroom to have the lunch. Me and my friends finished the lunch as soon as possible to save the time to play cricket, which was one of our favorite games during high school. all other students, all other school students were sitting in the ground, here and there in the small groups. We started playing cricket. I was batting. I was hitting fours and sixes. The other students in the ground, they were clapping, shouting. I was enjoying their encouragement. But for my bad luck, I hit the ball very hard that directly went and hit to one of the students' eye who was having his lunch in the small group. We thought it is common, normal while playing cricket, hitting the ball to other students in the field. The other students in that group, they have threw back the ball. We continued playing cricket. It was 2:30. Again, school bell rang. Tan, 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 tan. We all ran back to the classroom. There was nothing in my mind what had happened to that student during the lunchtime. Just I focused on the teaching lessons. Again, it was 4:30. School bell rang. Tan, 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 tan. We all ran out of the classroom. We assembled in the field to do the evening prayer. I was standing in the queue. That time, our school headmaster came on the stage and announced my name. Madhu, 10th standard C section. Please come on the stage. Then I thought that is for something, for some appreciation. With that positive mind, I went on the stage. Then headmaster told me, scolded me. Because of you, one of the student lost his eye. Losing his eye is equal to losing the life. I was perplexed. The tears rolled out on my cheeks. I was afraid because one of the student lost eye because of me. I went back to home. I narrated the whole story to my father. Next day, I came back to school with my father. My father started requesting headmaster, sir, something had happened without intentionally. Please allow my son to sit in the class. But headmaster told, if the same thing had happened to your son, would you have allowed other children, other students to sit in the class? But my father pleaded headmaster with a humble request for 2 hours. After 2 hours, headmaster somehow convinced and dialed to the student's father. For my good luck, for sake of my good fate, I heard the good news. The student is out of danger. I mean, he has got his vision back. That is the unexpected thing happened in my life. In the same way, there is a good unexpected thing happened during my 10th grade. I used to score around 75% in all preparatory exams. If the teacher ranked the students based on their merits, I would fall between 15th to 20th rank. But when the annual exam result, I mean board exam result announced, it was not only surprise for me, even for teachers, because I was the second topper in the school. I had secured 84%. That was the good, unexpected thing happened in my life. So dear Toastmasters, we cannot always predict the good things to be happen in our life, or else the bad things to happen in our life. Some are in our control and some are not in our control. So let us be ready with the positive mind always. The good thing it may happen. We cannot predict anything. Just we accept the unexpected. Over to TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhu. That was an excellent presentation on expect the unexpected. Very good. Very well done. Now, let us move on to the next session. That is the topic session. May I request the table topic master? Table topic master. One moment, please. Alice to present the next session.
Rocky is the
Alice,
table
Alice.
topic master
Yeah.
today.
Oh, sorry. I'm Rocky.
I guess I'm taking over the table topics here. The table topics for tonight is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to present you with an award, and you're going to tell me how you came about getting the award, what you do to achieve it. Just tell us a little bit about what the award is. And let's start with Fathima. Number between 1 and 7. Yeah, you can do it, can't you?
Come on, give me a number then.
Yeah, give me something between 1 and 7.
Okay. 9 as my birthday. That
1 to 7.
1 to 7. Number 1.
Number 1, you said?
Yeah, number 1.
1 to 7, 9.
All right.
Yeah, see, it's 10 o'clock over here, midnight, almost. Yes.
Hey?
Hello, everybody. What a nice little sticker over there. Now, this is kind of funny topic to talk about. The only thing I can remember that I can relate telling somebody you stink is when my husband, he does this very bad job. Like today I was on live. I was in a session learning virtual facilitated, it's a certificate training course. So I was really deep in this. And suddenly I smelled this awful stinking smell. I said, you stink. That's a kind of thing I can relate to say to somebody. But I guess it's the mentality, the mind. And it's interesting when you relate to this word with the scientific research that has come out. The more, you release this wind, it's good for your health. I don't know what's the benefit for that, but obviously the research claims that it's good for your health to smell something, this stinky smell from somebody. Over to you.
My goodness.
I can't stop.
All right, good job on that one. It would only be fair if I went with John next. John, we got 2 to 7 left.
Seven. Yeah.
Said 7?
Please.
All right.
This award was given to me a long time ago because I was farming one day and I was picking up nuts. And then I like eating nuts, but as you can see, this is a nut there. I believe that it does come from America, actually, these nuts. And there's quite a few nuts in America, from what I've heard. So this award was given to me because I'm very good at nuts, picking nuts. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Hymn. David. Okay.
Let's go with Sathya.
I'm brain dead.
Sathya, number between 2 and 6. Are you still there, Sathya? I guess she's not here. All right, we'll go with Lynn. I can see Lynn. Lynn, number between 2 and 6.
3.
Number 3. All right.
Ah, jeez. I know somebody who was awarded this award due to a night of heavy drinking, and with I don't know if they call it, if this is universal, but around the world they say a date with the porcelain goddess, which means you're hungover and throwing up in the toilet. I am not much of a drinker, so I would say this was allocated to me by mistake. But I think maybe the peanut award could have gone to me, because my recollection when I was in junior high, this one girl in my class said that my face was shaped like a peanut. So I never quite understood that, but okay, I'll go with it. She's looking at me. That's how she perceives me. So I would give this one to someone in the drinking crowd, and I would take the peanut award. Back to you, Toastmaster.
All right, let's go with Rosie. We got 2, 4, 5, and 6 left.
Number 2, please.
Number 2.
Can you just run me through? I just can't say anything about this award, or like I am receiving the award. Sorry, I was in the car just now.
Oh, you can't see it?
I mean, this one is like you are presenting the award to me, is it?
Oh, you're wanting to know the scenario. Yeah, you won this award and you're going to tell us what you did to win it. What's the event that you won with?
Oh, all right. All right. Thank you. Thank you for this award. Yeah, thank you for this. As you can see that I love the bonsai tree and I've been working on it day and night. And I think I deserve this so much because I've been studying the bonsai tree for a very long time. And to put the bonsai tree near the sun, it was like the winning award for this is what I deserve this, because the fact that I have to go around the few mountains to get this kind of best bonsai tree that I could find around. So I thank you very much for this award. And I hope that all of us will have the passion for this bonsai tree, because it's really something that is really soothing to look at this kind of tree, and sometimes give you some great ideas of what you can give to the world. Thank you. Back to you.
All right, let's go with, is it Anvithia? Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah. Yeah,
All right,
Rocky.
we got 4, 5, and 6 left.
4. Okay. Good evening, Toastmasters and your guest. I got this award because I have created a sanctuary just for eagles. Because I just love eagles. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be like the eagle. The eagle is such a powerful bird. Whenever there is a storm, the other tiny birds, they just go and hide on trees. But this eagle, it flies above the storm. I want to be like that, facing danger in the eyes. Another thing which I love about eagles is that they fly at such a great height, yet they can spot a prey. That is, their goal and vision is so clear. I want to be like that too, to always strive towards my goal, whatever obstacles may come my way. And also, the mother eagles fill their nest with stones when the eaglet reaches to a certain age, so that the eaglets get uncomfortable and they just fly away. I want to be like that eaglet because I strongly believe that life begins at the end of our comfort zone. And also there is a saying that birds of the same feather flock together, but not eagle. Have you ever seen an eagle with a bunch of eagles? They fly alone. They are independent. I want to be like that, independent, working towards my vision without depending on anybody else. So due to my love for eagles, I built a sanctuary. Now in my sanctuary, there are almost thousands and thousands of birds. People from far and wide attend that. So the President of the United States was impressed by the sanctuary, and so he gifted me this, a statue of eagle behind the US flag. I'm proud to receive this award. Thank you. Over to the table topic master.
All right, we'll go with Kathy for the next one, 5 or 6.
How about 5?
5, all right.
Thank you so much for this Golden Chicken Award. The beauty of the Golden Chicken is it represents the transformation that I've personally had. After all, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Have we ever really determined this? But when it comes to transformation, the first step you have to break open when you're in the transformation process, okay? Kind of like a butterfly has to break out of its cocoon to spread its wings. A baby chick starting its transformation, you cannot help the baby chick out of its egg. It has to break the shell open itself. That is part of building your strength. Then when you crack that shell open and emerge from your shell, you eventually grow up into be a beautiful chicken. And then my transformation process of losing 115 pounds, I've eaten many chickens and many eggs. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters.
All right, we'll let Samesh take the last one here.
Okay, I can. Looks like a mosquito. The Mosquito Award. Thank you so much for giving such an excellent award. I'm really enthralled. Mosquitoes show us that the life is not that easy as we think. Those who have gotten the mosquito bite would surely know what I'm talking about. How many of us have got mosquito bite here? Not everyone, is it? So we know what happens when mosquito bites. You just have to, you hit your hand and you itch, and then you say, oh, what is this? What is this showing is that things are not easy always. I think there are a lot of challenges that we have in life, and it's very important to understand that challenges would be part of life and we have to overcome them. It's very important to understand this. So because I have been overcoming so many challenges, I'm really enthralled to get this mosquito award. And I would really tell to everyone that be careful of mosquitoes. You should have some protection with you, because sometimes mosquitoes can cause some dreaded diseases as well, like malaria, which is a bad disease to have. It takes a lot of energy out of your system. So yes, to conclude, I'm thankful that you have given this wonderful award to acknowledge that I overcome all the challenges. Thank you so much.
That will conclude the table topics portion. I believe I turned over to the general evaluator now. Is that correct?
Yes. Thank you, Topics Master Rock. May I now request the general evaluator to come out with the final session evaluation of the speakers and later on the other role takers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. So first of all, could I just ask the timer for the times of the speakers, please?
Times of the speakers.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I'll start with the speakers. The first speaker.
Sorry, Fatima, we can't hear you.
Sorry. Thank you, General Evaluator. I'm shouting now. Can you hear me?
It's a little better, yeah.
Okay. I'll start with the first speaker, Somesh. He spoke for 7 minutes and 51 seconds. Madhu, the second speaker, he spoke for 6 minutes and 41 seconds. And for the table topic master, table topic session speakers, Fatma, that lady, she spoke for 1 minute and 33 seconds. John, 44 seconds. He didn't even complete past 1 minute. Lynn, she spoke for about 1 minute. Rosie, 1 minute and 21 seconds. Anvita, 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Kathy, she spoke for 1 minute and 4 seconds. Somesh, 1 minute and 55 seconds. That's all from me. Time report. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll have the evaluations of the speakers. So if I could ask the first evaluator, who was Kathy, to give us her evaluation of Somesh. Thank you, Kathy.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Somesh. As usual, you did an excellent job. I really liked on your presentation, your slides have a really nice contrast. So they're always really easy to read. A lot of times people will put way too much on the screen, but it had a nice, clear presentation. I also like that you didn't leave the slides up during your speech so that it would bring our attention back to your speech. I really enjoyed that. You're always very well spoken. Your vocal variety is actually improving. I know that is something I mentioned in a previous one about improving, that has greatly improved. You did really great on eye contact. Your gestures were much easier to see this time. I was able to see your hands when you were talking. I know it's really hard in the online environment to be able to do this because where we're situated in our offices and in our room, bedrooms or wherever we're at, it can be a little hard to figure out a place that's, great for presenting in this Zoom environment that we're in. I always love your audience awareness. One of the things, I know you love to put a question at the very beginning of all your speeches or most of your speeches. It would be nice every once in a while to throw in another question somewhere in the middle of your speech, just for a little change of pace. Your comfort level is always really good and even better today. I found your topic very interesting. You gave great examples of the project demonstration. Collaboration is so important because you gave a good example of how somebody was being very overbearing, and working in a collaborative environment is so important so that everybody feels heard, and it actually helps greatly with employee morale, and it's a great contribution to leadership and what you're showing. As far, you do make it hard for me to find things for you to work on. I would continue to work on your gestures and a little bit more on your vocal variety. And I look forward to your next speech because I always enjoy your speeches. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. And now for our second evaluator who evaluated Madhu. And please welcome, I can see it. Oh, there, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much, Toastmasters. Good evening. We cannot always predict what may happen to us. So we just accept the unexpected. That was a very good way of ending your speech, Madhu. I enjoyed all the aspects of your speech. You are very clear. You began with a conversation, and in between, it was clear that you are trying to bring out the conversation between you and your head teacher. Your eye contact was good. From where I sit, I was able to see you from at least the waist upwards. Your gestures were also very well coordinated, hitting the ball. When you said you had good news, there was a smile around your face. We followed you from the beginning to the end, and your comfort level was just excellent. You are comfortable with what you are presenting. And I liked the way you tried to ring the bell, using your own voice to bring us to the position that we would follow up how the bell rang. I would say that you asked me to focus on your vocal variety, and I can say that you did it very well, but everything can always be made better. I would suggest that you apply more gestures. For example, when you are clapping, you can clap. When you are shouting, raise your voice to shout so that we actually appreciate that you are shouting. And yeah, I would also suggest that you can try to pause. Your speech was continuous. I believe that with the use of pauses here and there, you would make emphasis so that we are able to stop or we are able to transit from one area to another. Otherwise, I can say that your speech was good. You are able to apply the feedback. You gave me opportunity to focus on what you wanted me to focus on, and I would like to listen to your next speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that, Elizabeth. Do we have a table topics evaluator?
We don't do that in this.
No, Liz.
Oh, okay. I'll not do it then. In that case, could I ask the grammarian to give us his report, please? Thank you, John.
I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me, everybody? Good, okay. So there wasn't a lot tonight, just some areas that people have to look at. I noticed in the first two speakers, there was a few articles missing. When I say articles, a and the, they were not in some of the sentences. You went straight to the actual noun near enough instead of putting the article in front. So be very careful with that, and some of the sentence construction, because the word, some of the words were the wrong way round. So when you're doing your speech, if you're writing it, just make sure it's grammatically correct. So there's quite a few what we call collocations. I especially like powerful bird. You wouldn't say strong bird, it's a powerful bird. So there's quite a few like that, which I enjoyed listening to. I've not heard Date with the Porcelain Goddess. Maybe it's because I don't drink, but I've not actually heard of it. So it's sort of Date with a Porcelain Goddess. I thought, what's that about? So, and there was quite a couple of idioms. Chicken or the egg is an idiom. Birds flock together. I think it's birds of a feather flock together is the idiom, but birds flock together can be called an idiom as well. So that's one. And then mosquito bite. I had to think about that. Do mosquitoes bite? So I thought they just stuck something in you and sucked. I mean, rather than biting you. So it's quite good. It was quite good tonight. And there wasn't, as I say, it was just the articles and a little bit of the sentence construction that you need to look out for. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much for that wonderful report. I think that concludes it, all the little bits I need in now, so that I can now do my general evaluation. Cool. So first of all, I'd like to say that the meeting opened, the Zoom opened about maybe 10 minutes beforehand, which was lovely because people could just come in and chill out and chat with each other. So that was really nice. The meeting did start on time, even though you realised the table topics master was missing. You continued with that flow of the agenda, and that's really important when you're on a time limit. Your hour is there, and you were prepared with Rob to be able to step in should your table topics person not come along in the interim. So that was wonderful. Mr. Toastmaster, you kept us going throughout the meeting very well, and you were keeping things going. A few little hiccups with jumping from missing the evaluator, but you corrected that, and everybody's here to support and help you do it, which is fabulous teamwork across the board. It was lovely to hear it. And that story you had at the beginning, which allowed us a little insight into your thoughts and how your mum has guided you to be strong and not be afraid to do things in life. So that was wonderful. Took your mother's advice there, always good. We then had our first evaluator, who was introducing Samesh. Overall, with regards to the evaluation, Kathy, wonderful. You had some really, really good points there. You picked out some good things from Samesh's presentation. You delivered it in a structured way from the beginning of your speech through to the end. So we had that lovely flow that you were able to speak with clarity and with good volume. Is that the same as clarity and good volume? The one things that I would say at the beginning is maybe mention the speech, title of the speech, and remind the timer of the time of the speech. You did say about the goals and what the speech was, but we didn't get the title. So that would have been perhaps something to think about. But apart from that, your wonderful, wonderful evaluation there. And then we had Elizabeth, who was evaluating Mutha. Elizabeth, yeah, again, you keep moving off my screen. Are you over there now? You came in, you had a very slow, steady pace with regards to the evaluation. You again gave lots of very, very encouraging remarks to Mutha for his speech, very positive feedback. You used a lot of I statements, and that's one of the key things about evaluation. It's not the speech and repeating the speech. It's about what you saw, what you felt, what you heard. So that's what the evaluation is about, the speech, not repeating it. And it was really lovely to hear that tonight. The perhaps point to improve. No, that's what I don't think I had written anything there, Elizabeth. I mustn't have been listening properly, but you did explain the pathway, you explained the title, and it was a very steady, clear introduction from that. We then had the grammarian, and once again, John, you gave us some very interesting things about the as and the at the beginning. It's just a really great reminder that we need to have those added in to give the structure of the sentences. And you come out with some interesting comments about the idioms and, yeah, does the mosquito bite? That's a good one. I like that. Lots of ums and ahs there to think about. So ums, so's during that short period of time. So maybe just to think about that little pause that you require to minimize that. In general, for the meeting, there wasn't that many. There was a few, just for people to realize that, just to take that pause and then go on. And Rocky jumping in with those wonderful, wonderful table topics. You just came up with that. And I think it's really nice that when we do table topics, we can have a library of topics and just to step into the roles, which is wonderful. One thing to perhaps think about next time is when you've got your screen share up, that to take it down during the speech, because it was quite distracting that I either had to move it across to see the speakers or I needed to keep it that way to see. So if you show it, explain what it is, and then as soon as the speaker starts, then just take that screenshot down. I think it might have improved the delivery of it from the speaker's perspective, perhaps. But overall, I think they were really quite funny. They were humorous. You could see the first few people really pondering about, what am I going to talk about that? And yeah, sure, it was really good fun. Have I missed anyone? Timer's reports. Timer, thank you. Very good reports. We got everyone, I believe, was, well, apart from, I think Samesh, need to watch your timing, mate. But apart from that, the table topics were good, and the timing, we didn't get the evaluator, or we did, the evaluators were put up, so that was good to put that in the chat. Thank you. So that's about it, I think. Overall, really great. Nice to be back. I'll be missing in action for a few more weeks, but I will be back and I look forward to seeing you all then. But fabulous meeting. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster or President.
Would you like to call the R counter? I think Sabaria is the R counter.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do we have an R counter? Oh, all right then. Yes, I will call the R counter. I didn't realize I had one. Sorry, go on. Oh, is that what is C? Thank you, R counter.
Thank you, Madam. For the first time.
Sorry, Sabaria, we can't. You're breaking up too much. We cannot hear you at all, unfortunately. Oh, she's gone. She's lost connection. Okay. I think overall, though, I didn't realize the R counter was there, but overall, like I said in the general report, there was a few, but not that many to work on overall from the meeting. So back to him, yeah.
Thank you, General Evaluator. That was an excellent report. And also thanks to the evaluators. Now, before I hand over to the President for the final address, let me once again congratulate all you beautiful ladies for this International Women's Day coming up on 8th. And also I appreciate many of you and the others in this world around have worked very hard during this COVID situation as health workers, as innovators, as policy advisor many kind of roles you have taken during this difficult period. Congratulations to you to having taken done so much of hard work and given to the society. With these few words, I'll hand over back to the president for his final address to today's meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Satya. It was a very well organized whole session. It's great that we meet every week for 1 hour, short and sweet. And it's good to see everyone every week for 1 hour. And we together do a great session like this. So it's a pleasure to be a part of this club. And let's continue to make this a vibrant club. And as Toastmaster Satya said, congratulations to all the ladies for the International Women's Day on 8th March. And coincidentally, it's my birthday as well. So International Women's Day is my birthday. So it kind of proves that, you know, I'm vouching for all the ladies across the world. With that note, thank you all so much. It's great to see you all every week, and let's keep meeting like this. Thank you. And yes, Anvita, I would say.
We
want to
fill
go ahead.
roles for 2 minutes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so Toastmaster role is open. Does anyone want it?